Hello, my name is Dan Stahauer with Vapor Clean Technologies. I'd like to thank you for joining us for this short little video presentation of how you can use dry vapor in the various cleaning applications within your facility. I think you're going to find this to be one of the most diversified little cleaning tools that you can put in your portfolio. It's highly effective at not just cleaning the grime and the dirt and the residues and the surfaces and the cracks and the crevices, but it's also very effective at eliminating the germs, the bacteria, and those are things that we need to be concerned about in a lot of our public facilities. So let's take a look at how we can apply dry vapor to this small little cafeteria, this little kitchen area here in this church. First of all, we're going to put on just a little 6-inch round bonnet. This little bonnet here can be picked up. Many of your auto detailers use this. This is a microfiber cloth. It works really well at stretching around and holding tightly to the surface. A couple things that are unique when we put a bonnet on a brush like this. This bonnet's going to kind of hold the steam in, so it's going to kind of intensify its heat. So as we go to the kitchen, we won't need to be on high. We're going to work with just a low level of steam. Once again, we're going to kind of take a top-down approach. So we're going to begin at the upper surfaces and kind of work down to the floor area. So we're going to go over our cabinets, and I'm going to want to have a towel in hand for wiping the cabinets, even though I'm not leaving a lot of moisture. I basically want to leave a dry surface. So I can begin at the top because of my extension. Now, notice I can't reach real comfortably all the way to the top. So let's go ahead and let's grab the other extension so that I can comfortably reach all the way to the top of the cabinet. This is simply an easy attachment to slip on. I'm just going to push a button, pull out the one, slip on our additional attachment so we can easily reach. We won't have to stretch or get up on a stool. Snap it into place. Kick on our steam here a little bit. Okay, now once again, you can see I just have a light amount of steam coming in here. I don't have a lot of steam pouring out. We don't need a lot of steam in this application. We simply want to go over the cabinets to be able to remove the dust on these upper edges. Now with the video camera, I don't know if you can see the steam that's coming out. It's very light. I'm going to increase my steam here just for the sake of the video so that you can see it. You can see that steam coming out, going over the cabinet surfaces. Right, with the white right into the grooves and the crack with the bonnet that we have. We're going to go over the handles. When we talk about a sanitary environment, what a lot of people don't think about is how clean is the surface and what am I doing to sanitize that surface? Am I killing the germs? One of the beautiful things about the high temperature of the dry vapor steam is I'm not only cleaning the surface right here, but I'm also killing the bacteria and the germs of these high touch surfaces such as the handles. Now, once again, I can't reach all the way up there, so I'm just going to simply take my dry towel, flip it over my bonnet right here a moment, and use that to dry off my surfaces up here. That way I don't have to get out of stool. Not going to turn on the steam right now. Just going to simply use this to, looks kind of cumbersome, but it's just a quick, easy way for me to throw that dry towel bonnet over the cabinet. Now right now, you may not be able to see it on that video camera, but that cabinet right now is totally dry. And it's got a beautiful sheen to it. We took off the dirt and the residue. Let's look at another area that we can use this. Now that I've gone over, let's say the cabinets over here, I can now begin to work the stainless steel in the backsplash areas. I can turn my steam. Now I'm working with a stainless steel. Maybe there's residue left over from ovens, splatters, chocolate malt making, cappuccinos. I can begin to apply this steam and I can conveniently reach around. I can move at different angles to get into these tight areas where the cappuccino machine is. And I can conveniently begin to clean the stainless steel backsplash. Once again, I can simply shut off the machine. You can see the dirt and the residue that we're beginning to pick up on this particular surface. I can simply come in with my dry towel, wipe it down real quickly. And when I am done, I have a beautiful clean surface. It's going to dry, it's going to be streak free because we're using basically a distilled water. The mist that's coming out is a beautiful hot temperature. We're not going to have a lot of water that's going to leave a lot of residue. We're not working with a soap or a detergent. Now that we've hit the cabinet, the backsplash, we can begin to look at some of the other articles. What about these different items here that we use for the cappuccino making? Something unique, once again, about the dry vapor machine is, I want you to pay attention to what we do. For time's sake, I'm not going to take off my tool, but I want to take, you know how dirty films build up on bottles? We have handles that people are pumping and pushing here. Now let's take a look at how we can just begin to, once again, we've gone from the cabinets to the backsplash. Let's take a look at how we can just begin to hit these articles right here in a quick way. We can take our steam, we can put it all the way up on full here, and we can begin to apply just a nice mess of steam. Once again, we know our temperature is right here, right at the surface where it's nice and hot. So we're able to take this and simply go over with a nice layer of film over these, and then we're going to come back. Notice I'm not touching the surface, so I have no contact with it. We just simply are putting a nice layer of steam over them. With that then, I can come and set down my tool, and I can wipe the bottles down, taking off any of the sticky residues. Once again, I didn't have to get a bucket of water. I had nice clean water to work with. Every time I pull the trigger on the dry vapor machine, I have clean water, clean steam that I'm able to work with. And when we're done drying, we're going to come down and we're going to take a look at how we can begin to apply to the floored cappuccino machine in the sink area.